Hey guys, okay, this is just a really quick update. Things are, I'm just trying to kind of position this. Things are going two extremes. They're going very well and they're going very bad kind of at the same time, which I'll obviously go into. If you haven't checked out my meal plan video, I'd check it out because I think I'm probably going to end up saying a lot of like stuff relevant to that, as in like explaining like I'll just get into it, right? Pretty much, I'm having a really massive problem with the amount of carbohydrates that are in this diet. Everything seems to be consisting of potato, breads and sugar, which doesn't seem to make any sense to me. And the lighting is really shite, and I have like massive panda eyes, but I don't, I promise. Yeah, which doesn't really make sense to me because that just is a lot of carbs, and I don't understand why. But the problem I'm having is like, I wake up and I have cereal, and I'm having crunchy nut, which is quite sweet, and yes, that's my choice, but it's either like 4 tablespoons of crunchy nut, which actually isn't very much at all, or 2 Weetabix biscuits, because that's the only cereals we ever buy, and that is just easier for me to like eat less. So yeah, and that's obviously really sweet, and then I have to have like toast with it, which is another carb, and orange juice, which is full of sugar, and then I have a morning snack which is fruit, which is carbs, because I know it's natural sugars, but it's still got loads of carbs in it. And then lunch, bread, carbs, more fruit, carbs, yogurt, which is like dairy and fat, so that's not too bad, and protein. And then what else? And then afternoon snack is off the crap list, which is just all sweets and stuff, or a smoothie, which is an instant smoothie, which is full of sugar. Dinner is like, so like, right, last night for example, last night was a fucking massive mess. I was crying, and then my mum started crying, and then my grandparents came over and they started crying, and oh, it was just a mess. I was just like, I'm done with recovery, I'm fucking done. I'll go into that in a minute. Yeah, so dinner, like, that last night was like, this is how it worked out when we weighed out all the portions. It was like 10 baby new potatoes and a whole steak and vegetables, which is a lot of food, like, especially for someone who was eating like 800 calories a day, which is like a meal and something a day. And considering I'd eaten at that point like 4 times already that day, and then I had to have like a snack later on, which is only a smoothie in the evening. It's just a lot. And last night it was the quantity, because 10 like potatoes, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, if I have jacket potatoes, I'd have 2 jacket potatoes, and like that might not sound a lot to a lot of people, but to someone struggling with an eating disorder, that is a lot of, well, with this eating disorder, it's a lot of food. And I guess it's not like the amount, it's just like, I'll have a snack and then maybe get over that and spend 10 minutes, because the snacks don't really take that long to think. Well, I don't know, say I have like breakfast and then take like an hour to think about it. By the time I finish thinking about it, it's snack time, and then by the time I go over that, it's lunch, and it's just constant all the time. Like, obviously I'm really thinking about food all the time, that's just in the nature of this illness, but like, it just doesn't help having to eat all the time, like 6 times a day, like every other hour, so much carbs, I don't even understand. But I went to the unit yesterday. I had a dietitian appointment, but the clinical psychologist sat in, I'm going to say numbers, and this is your trigger warning. I'd put on 0.7 kilograms, which is about 2 pounds, I think. But yeah, I'd put that on, and everyone was like, oh, that's really good, that's really good, that's really good. And the clinical psychologist, being the clinical psychologist, was like, what are you hearing right now? And I was like, I'm hearing everyone fucking saying to me, oh my god, you're getting so much fatter, oh my god, you're putting so much weight on, that's great, that's wonderful, you're gonna get so much bigger, you look bigger. Like, I was just sitting there, like, getting really pissed off. And like, my dad was going on about this crispy, like tiny little chocolate crispy, and he had one, and I really like them, so I really wanted one. And I was like, well, that can't be a problem. And sorry, I'm just getting texts. I was like, that can't be a problem, it's tiny little crispy, like, whatever. So I had one, and my dad brought it up yesterday, and oh my god, they were all talking like for like 10 minutes. They were all like, yeah, I think it'll be alright if she does this, and as long as it's not all the time, and blah blah blah. They were just going on and on and on about it. And like, the more they spoke about it, the more guilty I started to feel about eating the crispy. Like, I just felt like it's something that shouldn't happen in recovery from an eating disorder. I feel like I should be turning around to all food going, no, I don't want to eat that, I don't want to eat that, and like having a freak out every time I have to have a meal. But like, I don't know, it just wasn't a problem in the moment. And then the fact that we sat there and talked about it for like 10 minutes was just like, okay, we fucking get it, I ate something, can we just get over that now, please, and move the fuck on? Like, it's just a bit ridiculous. So yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so that's happening. I'm putting weight on, which is just fucking ridiculous. Pretty much last night was just because there was so much food. Like, my mum didn't put loads of pressure on me to eat all the potatoes because there was so much. But the fact that it was like steak, and we chose quite lean ones, but like, it's still red meat and it's still gonna have a lot of fat in it. So obviously that's gonna be hard. And then there was just so many potatoes, and I was just like freaking out. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, and then I'd put weight on that day, and I'd had that appointment, and I just all got way too much. And I was just like, I just don't want this anymore. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say everything's squeaky clean. Oh, I'm so 100% recovery, because I'm not. Like, it's like 50-50 still. I'm not being like ungrateful. I'm really grateful for the help I'm getting, but it's just a lot happening in a short space of time. So yeah. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, so I was just like, I don't want to, I was just like talking to my mum, I was like, I don't want to recover, I don't want this anymore, I just want to lose more weight, and if that means they put me in hospital and they don't let me go to college, so be it. At least I'll lose weight, at least I'll be doing what I'm good at. Like, I'm good at losing weight, that's my thing, and it's what I like to do. Well, but whatever. So yeah, and then, and I was like, it's like saying to a dancer, oh, you're really flexible, go do gymnastics. Like, they're good at dancing, not gymnastics. That's not fair to say. And she was like, but if dancing was killing them, then yeah, they would have to go and do gymnastics. And I was like, fair point. Like, they, like I said probably in my meal plan video, I can't remember, they did say, like, you're at the weight where we be considering hospitalisation. And they said yes, that yesterday as well, but they were like, oh, you're moving in the right direction. And I was just hearing like, oh, you're getting so much fatter. The more people are like, oh, you're doing really well, it's just like, oh, you really don't deserve to be here, like, in the eating disorder place. And I swear everyone I see there is thinner than me, and it's just a lot, and I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, yet again, another like 10-minute video that I've just rambled in and probably given no information. And this lighting is absolutely terrible. I promise I don't have makeup all under my eyes. It's just the light, like oh, I can't really move because my cables are too short. But yeah, so that's what's been happening. I have a bone density scan on Wednesday, might be next Wednesday, can't remember. Yes, I have a bone density scan, I have bloods on this Wednesday or next Wednesday or Thursday, some day of the week, I don't know. And then I have my results on Thursday, and I have another dietitian appointment. I don't know if the clinical psychologist is going to be. Hi, sorry, my video got cut off. I ran out of space, but I deleted some stuff, so it's okay. Yeah, I don't know if the clinical psychologist is going to be in that appointment, and I'm on the, not the waiting list, I'm on the list for a group at the unit. I'm on the waiting list for art therapy. We're on the waiting list of family therapy. I think I'm on the waiting list for CBT. I'm having bloods like every other week. I think I might be having another ECG. I have an appointment with, I have like an interview at college to discuss results on the 28th. And I have to say to them that I'm having some trouble, but I'm getting help for it, and I'm gonna have to attend regular appointments, so that we need to work together to make sure that I'm able to attend those appointments and college, and the unit doesn't even know if I'm allowed to go to college full time because of my weight. And my bloods came back with saying that I was like, had like a low white blood cell count and something else, and both of the things that it had meant that I was more prone to infection. So like the infection, like the cut on my knee that I got from cycling, they were like, that probably wouldn't have got infected in a normal person, but like every cut I get gets infected, and considering I cut myself, that's not a very good mix. So yeah, they were like, how the fuck you've gone 3.5 years and not got an infection in any but one of your cuts is absolutely amazing. So yeah, but I think it's gonna be really hard to tell college, and I was just like, I don't want to tell them because I think it will make them reconsider me, and I don't want them to reconsider and not take me. But they were like, I don't think they can legally do that. That's what the psychologist said. She was like, I don't think they can legally, I don't think they can reconsider you an offer because of your health. And she was like, it's probably nothing new to them. And I was like, it's not a problem of being new to the college, it's just in the interview she asks questions, I don't know how much detail to go into, and I'm just not happy about that. Like, the meal plan and stuff is all to be expected, and all the bloods and everything I can deal with because that is just a fact of recovery. But the fact that my education is now suffering is just not okay. Like, I just don't think it's fair. Like, they're not even, probably like 60-70% sure they're not even, like, they're 70% sure they're not even gonna let me go to college full time, no matter how much weight I put on by September, which I'm telling you isn't gonna be, because they want me to be like 115 pounds, I think it is, and I have like 25 pounds to put on, I think, something like that. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to put on like 20 pounds by September because that's like 2 weeks, and I'm not even going to be able to put on probably like 5 pounds because I'm now really struggling to eat food because I put weight on. It's just a mess, and it's like a circle. Yeah, but I am feeling quite hopeful about the whole recovery thing, and yeah, so yeah, and my hair's blue, which is great. Yeah, so thanks for watching. It's been another rambly long video, but if you got to the end of it, you deserve a medal. And as your prize, like and subscribe, because I put out videos maybe twice a month, maybe 3 times. I've actually been putting them out a little bit more regularly than I did, because more exciting things are happening. I will do the draw my life video. I say this every video. I say I'll do my draw my life video, but I don't, and I will probably not soon. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot of shit going on and shit's going down, and I'm not okay with it. But we'll see. So yeah, like and subscribe, and yeah, bye.